going to be using a new palette that I got not too long ago. It is Copper Spice 25A by Morphe. And if y'all have not discovered Morphe eyeshadow, it is such a good price, like amazing price. And they do like blend out so well, like so many good things. So how it comes is it has like a little clear thing that tells you the color that lays on top. So I'm gonna move it up. And I'm gonna get started. This is what it looks like. And I'm gonna start with, I think, Sand Dollar. So if you have this palette, you can go along with me. If you do not, then no stress, because honestly, the technique that I use, or that most people use when they do their eyeshadow, as long as you're like, okay, well, that's a lighter color, so I'm gonna use a lighter color of what I have in that place. So never feel like you can't use your own palette, or you have to go out and buy every eyeshadow palette that I have, or the whoever has, because that's not the case. Most of the time you can kind of get the same look. So Sand Dollar is one of the lighter ones. I'm just trying to match my skin tone basically with it. And I'm gonna take a big light fluffy brush. I wish this thing had a mirror in it. A big fluffy brush with a light hand. And do a good covering on my lid. And now I'm going to find a good transition shade. I like to do about 3 transition shades just because, you know, I'm a little extra sometimes. But you do not have to do that. You can like just do 2 or even just 1. Just get 1 in there if you're not used to doing transition shades, because they're so important. And then I'm going to use this one, which is Penne. Yeah, let's pretend I said that right. All right, and I really do like peachy transition shades. I'm going for almost like a heat palette look with this. But when I bought this palette, I wasn't thinking I have the heat palette, because even though they really are different, I was thinking I could use like a really good neutral palette. So I always tend to pick up my heat palette instead of using this one. And I thought y'all might well like a cheaper option. So another big fluffy brush, doing like windshield wiper motions, doing short little motions in that outer crease. And I need to pick my hand up a little bit, get it where I need to be. Always knock off your excess so you don't get a tremendous amount like right at a crazy spot, but your point of impact needs to be that outer crease. I need to fix that eyebrow. Wouldn't it be amazing if you just woke up and your eyebrows were so perfect you didn't have to do anything with them? I don't think that's reality though. So. All right, Layered is my next one. Taking another big fluffy brush, and I am focusing in on that outer crease. Kind of trying to get it in there. I'm not smushing the brush, but I'm getting it in that crease. It's a tapered fluffy brush, so I'm letting the bristles work for me. And when I cross over on the other eye, I'm trying to remember to hold my brush up, so my hand needs to go up so it blends in the right area. In my personal opinion, the key to eyeshadow is transition shades and blending, and a little goes a long way. Because like right now you're like, that's not a lot, but I don't want a lot on these shades because I'm going to use something else that's going to blend into it, and it's just going to look so much better doing it this way. All right, so we got that. Now let's go to Afterlife. Patting it in there and getting a good bit on there. You want a lot on there when you're packing your lid. And how you do it is you just literally do a tapping motion. You're pressing it into your eyelid. See how much pigment gets on there? Now I'm going to come back and add a little bit more to my lid that's a different color. But I wanted this all over my lid, just so you don't notice that my eyelashes are looking kind of crazy right now. All right, go back in. Let's see, let's take Panay again, that peachy color. That one right there. And I'm just going to blend out just a smidge. Always blend after a color if you think about it, but try to make a habit of doing it. And if you do, like I did this peach, a couple shades of the peach, and then I went into that Afterlife, which is that dark, like coppery color. It really does like a really pretty fade. I don't know if you could tell. I'm trying to get the wrinkles on my eyelid and show you. It does like a really pretty fade, and you literally notice it. So just keep that in mind. It might feel like you're taking too big of a jump. And like in my heat palette, my favorite thing to do is use that light baby pink with the like deep reds and the deep burgundies, because it just really gives it that pop that I'm wanting. All right, I closed this for no reason. Let's see. They have the really pretty glitter. I don't know if you can see the little shimmer. So I am going to use just a smidge of it. I have a flat brush here that I'm going to use. Let's see, let's do the lighter color, which is Brass. And I'm literally picking it up like I'm gonna pat it somewhere. Where am I gonna pat it? Let's do the center. And you will get fallout with this, so make sure you have on translucent powder. So everything so far that I've used is a matte. And then this is a shimmer. I don't like to do too much shimmer on my eyelids because I'm getting older and my eyelids are a little wrinkly. And I don't want to draw attention to the wrinkles, which shimmer will. Shimmer draws attention to wrinkles, texture, you know, just if your skin isn't smooth, then it's hard to make it look really good. All right, there's that, and I see a little bit more wrinkles than I care to see. Notice, so I'm going to take some more of Afterlife and just kind of buff that just a smidge. Pack it on a little bit more. All right, that looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and get that fallout off of my face real quick though. And if you don't have translucent powder on your under your eye, that could be a real situation. Okay, if you are getting extra powdery after you're baking, because maybe let's just say you baked for a while and you don't like, you feel like your powder is still like kind of sitting on top of your face, this is what you need to do. And of course, I did not bring what I really need here. I can do this. Okay, so this is my favorite setting powder, setting spray. And what it's going to do is it's going to take your powder and kind of like blend it in to your foundation so you don't look quite as powdery even after you wipe off your translucent powder. I'm tucking my hair behind my ears because I'm about to get this everywhere. All right. One to grow on. So what I'm going to do now off camera, I'm going to do my eyeliner and my mascara, and then I'm going to smudge out my eyeliner with this shade. I still want it to be kind of like an Afterlife look, but darker, and it's Sunbeam. So I'm going to smudge out my my eyeliner on the outer edge.